Hello everyone, and welcome to Megastar Magazine Sports. My name is Musa Emmanuel, as you know, your favorite football analyst, and it's an interesting week of football as the qualification stage of Champions League rather this week. And we had some interesting games as Juventus pulled a shocker. Well, at the end, it didn't go to their favour as they tried to come from behind to climb the mountain of 5-2 to qualify ahead of Galatasaray, who shot the doors against them to Siemens' goal in extra time. We also, as Nigerians, await the decision of FIFA on the qualification stage, who to qualify, for the FIFA World Cup concerning FIFA and DR Congo, and our opponents who we are to play if to qualify. That is talking of Jamaica, already complaining that what is the verdict. Once again, welcome to Megastar Magazine Sports, and joining me are
Julius Ojo Odwin
and
Mayowa Titiola.
Yeah, welcome, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Mayowa. I'm glad to have you on this show. Let's start with FIFA verdict on Nigeria, DR Congo. We spoke about this last week. We were meant to actually release this last week, Tuesday. That was the given date for them to release the verdict. What do you think is making them take so much time on this?
Well, for the verdict on the case ongoing, I feel nothing in particular actually.
Okay.
We're waiting for the right time for the ruling from the same FIFA to actually take, should I say, every decent point dropped for them to rule against DR Congo has to be viewed, and should I say reviewed. So in essence, you have to actually review them from top to bottom to actually know if truly that case actually filed is worth reviewing. Nigeria actually complained about feeding of players with dual nationality.
Like Albert Josebe and I think one other player again from England. Wan-Bissaka.
So basically online, things that have been going up online is FIFA might not actually review it. So FIFA on their own part has been silent. So Nigeria, that's NFF, are currently hoping or looking forward to what the review might be. As of last week, Nigeria NFF actually debunked the news going on online because many have said FIFA had actually ruled. But as of yesterday, we actually realized Jamaica, who is the opponent of either of the two nations toggling for this particular sport, which is DR Congo and Nigerian national team, actually complaining because they need to prepare ahead, so they need to know their opponent. So I feel within the space of this week to next week, hopefully a verdict will be given. And as a Nigerian fan who is actually patriotic, we hope the ruling comes to us.
Are we going to go anywhere in the World Cup? Let's say FIFA now say we should qualify. Are we going to qualify for the World Cup? Are we going to face Jamaica and then another team again, right?
Yes. But in terms of facing Jamaica, we've done it before.
Okay.
We've done it in the competition we actually played in London, which we actually carried. So I don't see Jamaica as a threat, given the quality Nigeria possesses.
Let's hear from Mr. Julius.
If you say that if we qualify or if the verdict is
given to Nigeria, let's say Nigeria qualify.
if we do well, I believe we will do well because that morale will be there.
Okay.
And also, in the last edition, I believe I said something about this, that if truly what Nigeria, the petition Nigeria wrote is legit and correct,
Yeah.
FIFA will give us that go ahead.
Okay, so let's say we are giving the verdict. As a country, going to the World Cup, I'm sure you watched our AFCON from the group stage. Where do we need to work on?
Yeah, in terms of Nigeria's team, or should I say squad there currently, I feel the key part where Nigeria should work on is the midfield. Because yes, currently I feel we don't have a replacement for Iwobi, which is the tactical player in that national team. Once you lock Iwobi out of the midfield for Nigeria, it seems our gameplay just died down. So I feel we should actually go into the market. Yes, we have quality players home days, we have quality players abroad. So we should actually look for someone that can actually fill in that void for Iwobi. And I actually see that it's something that is always reoccurring. Because from the life of JJ, which everybody knows to be Iwobi's own, from his era, we realized when JJ left that void in the national team, our creativity died down till we got the like of Iwobi. I don't like the fact that Nigeria has to go over the same mistake every year. We have quality, and the worst case scenario is we are not even investing in our local football. Local football is dead completely because of corruption. I must say. We must just say it. We must say it. There's no time. Yes, it is that bad. It is that bad. It's no more of quality. It's more of who do you know? What can you offer? And what I'm talking about offer, you're talking about money. Nigeria should actually invest more in our grassroots football. It gives us that leverage to actually have replacement once these senior players get to that peak of retirement. So it is of great essence to actually point this particular view to our NFF president and the board at large. Please and please, we actually need to look into this part, actually finding grassroots players that can help in national development in terms of our squad.
So NFF, Mr. Maiwa is talking to you. Please help us in our grassroots. We have lots of wonderful players there, and they're looking for the opportunity to showcase what they have. And national team will be actually one of the best places to bring up these young talents. Mr. Julius, over to you. And you said something about our midfield. You share the sentiment with him.
Well, this is World Cup. We're talking about World Cup. It's not about the midfield. The wings, everything. Because you're not playing Nigeria Delta games or Wolves before weeks. You are going to US.
Play like of France, Germany, Belgium, yeah.
So we need to work on our players, from the keeper to the Victor Osimhen you are talking about. Because we don't have strikers. If you remove Victor Osimhen, in the last Nations Cup, there was a match that I watched that it was not you see that it was not working, and the attacking was not good. So we need players. There are players in the streets. They are hungry to play football, but because of the corruption in NFF, nobody wants, because you don't have senator or as a friend member to say this is my boy. That is the problem. So I believe we need to work on some sentences.
All right, thank you, Mr. Julius. Thank you, Mr. Maiwa. Second time raising a petition since qualification. I think again Burkina Faso when we were to qualify with best losers. I'm sure people are now saying Nigeria. I won't say not too much. Not too much. Anyway, we hope as in Nigeria we especially hope this goes after because lots of us will not see Nigeria in the World Cup. But the truth is that the World Cup will not be testing for not here. They don't know who are we cheering? So we love to see Nigeria in the World Cup and we pray this goes in our favor. Now, welcome back to our lovely viewers, and in case you're just joining us, we are talking football as it they happen. We were talking about Nigeria and our hope for qualification for the World Cup. If you're joining us, we're moving straight into La Liga, the title race, as it is actually heating up with 1 point difference between Barca and Real Madrid, and 13 games in hand to play, 13-14 thereabout. Mr. Julius, who do you think has the upper hand winning this title? Remember, we still have the Clasico to play.
Barcelona. They have been outstanding since the beginning.
But the truth now is that both teams, talking about Real Madrid and Barca, they've not actually had this smooth run of form. Either they win, lose, or win, draw. I think at the moment now, they are fans like Man U fans. Those days, if Man U can win five games in a row, they'll cut their hair. You understand? And it doesn't seem to be happening for either Barca or Barcelona. And looking at Barca's injury crisis, do you think they still have that upper edge to the Liga?
Yeah, they still have that upper edge because they still have quality players.
Okay.
If you check what they did last season, even the Clasico was coming, and I believe Barcelona will even trash Real Madrid.
Barcelona trash Real Madrid?
Yes.
Okay, but I found something to happen actually. It's hard to maintain the same intensity you had in the previous season. You understand? Look at PSG. PSG is actually struggling in their league. You know, they were outstanding last season. And if you're going on what Barca did last season, yes, they were standing. I'm not sure they didn't replicate. I'm not about what they did. I'm not trying to replicate what they did last season. Mr. Maiwa, what do you think Barca will win ahead of Real Madrid this La Liga season?
Nah, this time around, I feel I'll give it to Madrid.
Madrid. You just appointed Abeloa, right? And this is the first time he's managing a senior team, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a junior.
Yeah, I came from the
junior team.
Yes.
And has it done outstanding work so far to make you have so much faith?
Yes, definitely. He has done outstanding work. Coming, despite the fact that Madrid has actually been struggling in terms of coach with Xavi, the formation, the tactics, and also quality of players, because that part too has to like go into contest. Then you have to actually need to also consider the futures, that's congested futures of both the league, Champions League, and so on and so forth. And Madrid is a team with quality and outstanding players. You have the likes of Vinicius, Mbappe, who can actually turn out or come through when you actually need them. We can talk about their last match, it was astounding. So I really believe when it comes to delivering at the right time, Madrid has that quality to stand out ahead of Barcelona.
Both of you are not on the same. So I'd like to ask a question. Talking of Madrid, when Xavi, you mentioned the likes of Xavi, their coach. What happened? Why didn't he play for them? Remember, Xavi did perfectly well, which we can say because he went the season unbeaten by Leverkusen. Even when we thought that okay, they're going to win them in this match, just like 2 minute goals and they win or they draw the match. What happened that it didn't click for them?
So in terms of Xavi and his performance at Madrid, I'll actually depict that flaw to formation and personnel. It is one thing to be a good coach. It is another thing for the players to be able to replicate the things you actually telling them to train in the match. So going to Madrid, everybody knows Xavi is a 3-man defense kind of coach. He loves operating from the wing. So say you have the likes of Vinicius, you have the likes of Mbappe, who are attack-minded players, and you want to fit them in a formation of 3 at the back, and using Vinicius and Mbappe as wingers. That's I'm talking about fullbacks in modern football. So I feel where he got it all wrong was actually not switching his formation to suit the player he had in the team.
Okay, thank you very much, Samuel. So Julius, as you said, Barcelona has the upper edge.
Yes.
So let's just assume Barcelona has the upper edge. Do you think to still be the same 1 point difference, or it's going to extend? Do you feel Real Madrid going to sleep in that race again?
It will extend.
To extend?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll all be watching. We still have 30 games to go. Moving on to the Champions League, gentlemen, we saw some, this is the second leg, right? And we saw some impossible things about to happen, which didn't happen again. Trying to overcome the mountain of 3-goal deficit. Benfica wanted to give a shocker, but we were up to the task. Yes. And after the game, everybody was praising Osimhen's performance in the Galatasaray's game. And we also had Bodo Glimt winning Inter Milan home and away. Should we expect more from Bodo Glimt, or this is just their final bus stop? I want to hear from you.
I believe last edition I mentioned something that anything that's come to this stage, I want to show the world that yes, I have arrived. I'm not surprised because the next stage will be a shocker.
Have they got out the draws? Do you know who they are facing now? Not them. They're going to do that. Okay. All right. So, the team so far that played this qualification, like I asked Mr. Julius, Bodo Glimt, do you think they can go further or this will be their final stage?
No, definitely they can. If you can pull that kind of stones against one of the best teams in the world, the best of the best team in the world. I feel modern football now is about taking your chances. You get your chances, you utilize, and that's 3 points to 0. So I feel if they can still carry out this performance, which they actually give the home and away for this qualifying round, I believe they can outclass any team, because football is all about determination and chance taking. Once you utilize your chance, the points is yours.
One of the interesting points to note is that all Premier League teams are on to the next phase. Does this justify the hype in the Premier League? You understand? For a couple of years now, Premier League has been number 1. Has been up there based on investment, TV. What TV brings back, TV rights and all. You understand? They're living up to the hype. All 6 teams have they been lucky so far. And remember, Newcastle trash Carabao. Is this 8-3?
9.
9-3. I think first leg was 6-1, second leg was 3-2. Yeah, 9-3. So how far would it be another Premier League Champions League final?
2028.
Which is
Chelsea,
Man City. 28. No, it's not that far back.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
No, latest was I think Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham.
Yeah, I knew there was Liverpool.
Okay. All right. So do you think we're going to, or the likes of Bayern or Barca or Real Madrid can get there? Let's make this brief.
First thing first, I'll actually say time will tell.
That was the right. Football, yeah.
But regardless, I believe the Premier League team are actually living up to expectation.
Okay.
Because given the fact of injury, schedules, and so on and so forth, I feel they'll be living up to standard, going from Chelsea to Man City to Arsenal and Tottenham, Newcastle. Imagine struggling in the EPL due to injuries and other flaws, but they are outstanding in the Champions League, which they believe to be the top league in the world. So if you can showcase yourself against other European giants, I believe yes, the EPL is actually living up to standard.
All right, thank you very much, Kamara. Just brief on front of this section. Just predict your Champions League final. Predict who are won. Mr. Julius, you go first. No time.
Man City.
Man City who? Man City face who?
Barcelona.
And which one on top?
Man City.
Good one. Remember that, but don't give the Man City. They'll keep that one first. Somebody about you.
So I'm giving it to Arsenal.
Arsenal?
Yes, I'm giving it to Arsenal. Arsenal has been really exceptional this season in Champions League. Not just
Would they replicate that in the Premier League as well?
Yes, it's possible.
Well, we'll come back to that. Okay, so who Arsenal face this?
So I'll give it to Arsenal, Barca.
You guys have so much hope in Barca.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for this. We'll be back shortly and let's take a commercial break.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone, and this is Megastar Magazine Sports. If you're joining us, we're talking about football as it happens for the world, and we're talking about Nigeria and La Liga. And we're moving next onto the Premier League, gentlemen. The Premier League is fixing up. Chelsea drew, and we if you join us now, you know we're talking about how Chelsea and Man have been twinning this season. If you lose, I lose. If you win,
Yeah.
and I think the course was broken this weekend when Chelsea drew against Burnley and Manchester United won against Everton with the new talk going on now that Sesko is the new Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know, the superb song, right?
Yeah.
He comes in and does what he has to do, and then actually that game, if I'm not being biased, if Manchester United had Onana in the goalpost, I'm sure they would have lost. I'm sorry to not out here because the pressure. I watched that match clearly. Everton, they were all over United. Everton had 10 corners before United had their first corner.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, do you credit that match to United? Were they lucky, or they executed the game perfectly, or they stuck together as a team? What do you have to say, Mr. Julius? Were they lucky?
Unity is power.
Unity is power. This is position. I don't have the politics. I don't know politics. But you're right. Unity is power. Yeah.
The era of Ferguson, I believe, is coming. Ferguson time.
Coming back?
Yes. Because of I believe, I always say previous edition of this program, Manchester United now is either the win or the draw. Yes.
It's just about that.
Yes.
The first step at next.
Yes. And we win.
We win.
Yes.
So I noticed one thing here, and I think United are moving to that era. As a big team, you don't have to play perfectly well to win a match. I think that will happen against Everton.
Yeah.
Mr. Maiwa?
Yeah, I agree with you. But yes, I agree with you actually. Because we can also refer that to Arsenal. Not that Arsenal is playing anything superb, if I must say from my own end. But what matters is the 3 points. 3 points is the key that you're looking for.
Like this Mourinho says, you know what, take all the possession.
Take all the possession.
Give me 3 points. Give me 3 points.
But as a top team in EPL, your gameplay should also stand out. But I believe coming from mine, which was a struggling team mid-season, towards this end of the season, I still give them that faith that yes, they'll pull through. Now it's just a struggle to get into the top 4. Because imagine United being a standout team in EPL and they're not in the Champions League, where you compete against top teams. So I feel the key thing for Carrick now is to get us to that. Sorry, I'm reminded. So the key thing for Carrick now is to get us to that top 4 where we can compete with the elites.
So are they going to remain fourth, or they can go further? Can they finish third or second, or even win the Premier League?
Yeah, we can even compete for the Premier League. Yes.
Are you sure? Is that yours? How many points difference? I think Aston Villa is 3 points different. City is 6 points different.
So
I think Chelsea should be around 10 points different.
Arsenal.
Sorry, Arsenal is around 10 points. Sorry, 10 points different. So during the week, like after the Everton game, so people were like, Carrick is doing well now because of what Amorim set in play. Do you agree with that? And this person, they brought out the fact in which Dalo said that Amorim did something that will be remembered forever in United history, because he said a very bold from Dalo to say that. He's saying the structure and the way they are. He said that some things that you don't see behind the scenes that Amorim sets in play. So everybody now is praising Amorim for what he did, the bold decisions he made by moving Garnacho, the likes of Rashford, Sancho, and many of them. Would you share such sentiments, Mr. Julius and Samayo?
Yeah, definitely I will. Because building is a gradual process. You don't just jump in, you build gradually. So if his foundation wasn't solid, definitely Carrick cannot build on it.
So Carrick is ripping for what Amorim.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's you watch the Everton the Cecil go against Everton.
Yes.
So that pass that Cunha gave to Mbemo, people were saying Garnacho would never have done that.
Because he's a greedy player.
They are very blunt star. Give the boy some credit. He has done some. Remember his goal against Everton that that's so spectacular.
He won
the Puskas with that.
Okay. What was he doing in Chelsea? Can check the character.
He's trying to find
He's just selfish.
Give him time.
If you watch Manchester United against Tottenham, that's the UEFA final. There's a pass that Garnacho is supposed to give to
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
But because of you want the world to see Garnacho score the winning goal. Garnacho want to be Ronaldo of now. I don't know that he doesn't work for that. So
Okay. Let's see. So Garnacho Cunha is by far a better upgrade.
Yes.
Yeah, but talking about the goal, you can't just give credit from it.
So
The pass is one thing. The other thing is the follow-up from Sesko. Sesko was even the person that gave the layup before the pass.
And Sesko came from behind.
Over
two that.
Yes.
That defender should retire.
That was peace. That was peace. That was
You
peace.
see, so that's what is it? How much about 60 million? That's 60 million buys you. If you're spending money, you see what you're spending for. That is good work from
Amorim tried. The problem we're having with Amorim is information.
I'm finding it difficult for someone to actually convince me that formation. What's wrong with a human defense?
No. If you want to play that formation, you must have a good four. Like area of country. That is an hungry lion. You want to move around. But not playing 3 defenders from Manchester United.
With Casemiro.
Casemiro is trying because of the 4 men defending. But then Amorim bought good players, and nobody can dispute that. But that formation, 3 defenders, you have Bugatti. You are playing Bugatti. They are not even playing
Bugatti man affairs.
So that was the problem.
Sorry for confusion. Another topic.
Yes.
Did Amorim turn him to this beast, or Amorim was actually caging who he is? Amorim, when Many was not playing, they were asking Amorim questions and he said he did not set it. So they were having some personal drills. So do you credit this to Amorim, or Amorim misjudged who Menu actually is, or was information was not what was suitable for Menu?
So first thing first, I'll actually give credit to the coach.
Amorim.
Yes, because I feel it's not easy to work under pressure. Working under pressure wasn't easy. Even with the media backlash and here and there. Being an English player that many is, use our player, this and this, he's still young, he wants to make the squad for the World Cup. And he still stood his ground. So working under pressure as a coach is that key skill I would give Amorim. Then in terms of the formation, I do believe Meno wasn't fit to play a holding midfielder. Because another problem Amorim actually lacked was the personality to actually give him what he wants in that team. He didn't go all out in the transfer market, so some key players were actually lacking. And if you actually realize it, he played Bruno deeper than his normal position. So a lot of things boil down to being dynamic as a coach.
Okay.
I don't have these players that can give me what I want. Let me give them what they actually need to give me the result I want. So that was where he had issue with both the fans and the management, which I would say was like the whole boiling point where the saga actually ended and he left the team.
We dwell too much on United. Chelsea drew against Burnley and Fana was giving red card. And
Red card.
United had the most red cards this season.
Yeah, sure.
It used to be the 7th or
And
Fofana was smiling when walking off, which got lots of Chelsea fans. And why should we be smiling when this is a red card and it cost us the match? So let's be honest. If Chelsea just actually draw that match, they won't fall on Fofana for what he did. They won't go on front for what he did. So smile is not the first to smile when you win the red card.
Yeah.
Understand? But I would question the character of Chelsea players after that. Understand? Going 10 men down does not mean going 10 men down does not mean that the game is over. They should have felt that for God's sake it's Burnley and not to say that Burnley was the top team. It's not so the draw, my question is the draw. Does it boil back to the fact that Fofana was given the red card or the character, the spirit of Chelsea players after that?
I would say the spirit of the team. Spirit of the team, yes. Lack of togetherness. You can't tell me that a top team like Chelsea can't hold Burnley with 10 men at home.
At home.
No.
I've seen cases where Matthew, the keeper was given red card and Kaiwaka had to go and keep.
Yes.
Let's ended up winning the match. This is just a player.
The team spirit.
Team spirit, thank you. And now Chelsea fans are calling on Liam Wilson that he should do what Amon did in Man U. Uproot the bad egg. Uproot the bad egg, right? So do you think this? Well, he has lots of players at his disposal.
Yeah, sure.
He has lots of players, and I think that is just number one problem now. The squad depth is too much. So for a team to pick his starting 11, coach to pick his starting 11 is kind of a problem, and which made Maresca actually subject some players to outside training that they should not train with the team. And you
need to reshuffle.
Sell some players, but just the business of selling players now. So I think that's why they bought Garnacho. They bought Garnacho 40M and they only paid 10M. You understand?
Well, Garnacho has been giving him.
This man hates Garnacho. As a value for that you are. And I think the logic to this was that if they can sell Garnacho in the first 2 seasons, they won't have paid that 40 million. They would have made their money, their profits. And yes, that's the logic. So will Chelsea finish in Champions League spot?
That would be difficult to actually see, judging by their team spirits, which is one thing we've actually hit on. And secondly, their defense is very porous. Very, 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 very porous.
Mistakes.
And you can't be making those kind of silly mistakes in the EPL.
They have lots of young defenders. I'm not sure they have experience. I'm talking about Fofana, Hato, Chaluba. But Tosin.
Or James is there.
So I think this is experience. They'll get there. Just give them time.
They need experience, like the way we have
We have Maguire and Martinez.
They need another
Person
so to coach them.
Okay. That with that, the title is still ongoing, and the way he's talking about it every week. Is every week. 2 point difference. We take him in hand for City. Yes. Taking up this year, and well, Arsenal will win.
Yeah, I'll go for Arsenal.
Premier League.
I know you never go fast. I don't need to ask you. I never go fast now. So one more thing before we round up today's section. The summer signing so far in the Premier League. So who has impressed you the most? People have always criticized Gyökeres. But funny enough, he has
15 goals.
15 goals
in
total, yeah. More than every other Premier League signing.
No. Currently, I guess he's tied. He's tied with Ekitike. Yeah, with 10 goals.
Okay.
So, left for me picking the best summer signing for this season currently, or should I say so far. I'll actually go with Gyökeres, and I have my reasons. Yes, I'll go for Gyökeres because I have my reasons.
Okay.
In a team, playing in a team where the supplies are not enough, but you still deliver, it's a big deal.
It's not enough.
No.
Because the Arsenal touch, they want you to enter box. They're not supplying very well.
They're not supplying very enough. But in the likes of Liverpool, Ugo is actually getting enough supply. Yes, so that's like what got him to where he is currently. They're playing.
Ugo is a prime player, whether you supply him or not, he drops deep. And
I understand. Yes, I understand that point. But now you can't compare him and Gyökeres because Ugo is a player that is dynamic. Gyökeres is a point now.
The Benzema kind of.
Yes, kind of player, or the Firmino kind of player. Drop deep, do your dazzle, create chances, or you put the ball in the back of the net. But Gyökeres is a player that wants to be fed. If you don't feed me, I can't deliver. So you need to feed him to get results from him.
I'll go for my players.
Mbemo.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Okay. Alright. So why Mbemo? Why not successful there also?
No, Roma has been my starter.
Okay.
He won the Premier League. So what I would say?
But we're competing somebody here, they have the lab.
No.
I
I won't talk down on him because he hasn't been given much game time. So game time is a factor that actually affects most players because you don't get that confident level when given the opportunity to deliver. So that's big credit for Sesko actually because even with the little playing time, it's outstanding.
Yes.
For the little time he comes into the pitch, he gives you what you need. So credit to Sesko. But in terms of the lab, I feel there's still more to be done with the coach. So more game time gives better results.
Alright. It's still a long season and one person wants to talk about also his job. Since the arrival of Leon Rojonori, it's like Rojonori just unlocked something in João Pedro and it's either in the assist or goal chart of every match. And he actually on 11 goals this season. And I feel he will do more before the season.
Definitely. And I'm starting player, Brazilian player for that matter. You don't buy low budget players from Brazil.
Yes. And with the World Cup heating up, everybody is trying to perform. They want to make the World Cup score. Right, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Maiwa. Thank you, Mr. Julius. And thank you to our lovely viewers. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. And we'd love to hear from you in our comment section. Please do well to like, share, and comment on our videos. And to our guest today, Mr.
Maiwa
and Mr. Julius. Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. See you when we see you next time. Have a wonderful day.